The year is 1943. World War II rages on. Amidst the chaos, a tale emerges from the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, a tale so bizarre, so deeply strange that it continues to captivate and confound to this day. This is the story of the Philadelphia experiment. It involves the USS Eldridge, a destroyer escort assigned to the US Navy. The experiment allegedly took place sometime in the fall of that year, shrouded in secrecy and steeped in controversy. The Philadelphia experiment, if we dare believe the accounts, was an attempt to push the boundaries of science and warfare beyond anything imaginable. It was an audacious endeavor, a foray into the unknown that purportedly aimed to render the USS Eldridge invisible. Not just invisible to radar, but invisible to the naked eye. Did the experiment succeed? Was the USS Eldridge truly rendered invisible, only to reappear with its crew forever altered? Join us as we delve into the heart of this enigma. The purported goal of the Philadelphia experiment was nothing short of extraordinary: to make the USS Eldridge invisible. This wasn't merely about creating a stealth technology to evade enemy radar, though that was certainly part of the equation. The alleged ambition of the experiment extended far beyond into the realm of bending light itself. Imagine, if you will, a ship, a hulking mass of steel and weaponry, simply vanishing from sight, not gradually fading away but disappearing instantaneously as if swallowed whole by thin air. The scientific basis for such an undertaking remains highly speculative. Some accounts suggest the involvement of Albert Einstein and his unified field theory, a concept that sought to unify the forces of electromagnetism and gravity. It was believed that by manipulating these fundamental forces, one could potentially warp the fabric of space-time, rendering an object invisible. The potential strategic advantages were immense, making the Philadelphia experiment, however far-fetched it may seem, a tantalizing proposition. The alleged outcomes of the Philadelphia experiment are where the story takes a decidedly darker turn. While the idea of rendering a ship invisible is certainly extraordinary, it is the purported effects on the crew that truly capture the imagination and send shivers down the spine. According to accounts, the experiment did not go as planned. Far from simply disappearing and reappearing, the USS Eldridge is said to have undergone a violent and chaotic event. Witnesses describe a blinding flash of light, a deafening roar, and then the ship was gone. It reappeared moments later, but something was terribly wrong. The crew, it is said, were profoundly affected. Some were reportedly embedded in the ship's steel, their bodies fused with the cold metal. If true, the Philadelphia experiment represents a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the potential consequences of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. Section 4. Whispers in the Shadows, Carl Allen's intriguing letters. The story of the Philadelphia experiment might have remained a local legend confined to the taverns and docks of Philadelphia had it not been for a man named Carl Meredith Allen. In 1955, over a decade after the alleged event, Allen wrote a series of letters to Morris K. Jessup, an astronomer and UFO researcher. Allen, who claimed to have witnessed the Philadelphia experiment firsthand, provided a detailed account of the events. He described the strange equipment aboard the USS Eldridge, the blinding light, and the horrific aftermath. He spoke of sailors merging with the ship's hull, of men flickering in and out of existence, driven mad by their ordeal. Jessup, initially skeptical, became intrigued by Allen's detailed descriptions, particularly his knowledge of obscure naval terminology. Allen, who signed his letters Carlos Allende, claimed to have been aboard a nearby ship, the SS Andrew Furuseth, during the experiment. He maintained that the crew of the Furuseth had also witnessed the event but were sworn to secrecy. Allen's letters, filled with fantastic claims and cryptic language, injected new life into the Philadelphia experiment story. Section 5. Fact or Fabrication, Unraveling the Truth Behind the Legend. The Philadelphia experiment, despite its enduring popularity, is widely regarded by historians and scientists as a hoax. The evidence supporting the event is largely anecdotal, based on hearsay, rumors, and the often unreliable accounts of alleged witnesses. No official documentation of the experiment has ever surfaced, and the US Navy has consistently denied its existence. There are numerous inconsistencies and impossibilities within the Philadelphia experiment narrative. The science behind the alleged invisibility technology is highly suspect, relying on interpretations of theoretical physics that were far beyond the capabilities of 1940s technology. The reported effects on the crew, while dramatic, defy known laws of physics and biology. Furthermore, the logs of the USS Eldridge have been declassified and contradict the timeline of the experiment. The Eldridge was not even in Philadelphia at the time the experiment is said to have taken place. While the truth behind the legend remains elusive, the story itself serves as a potent reminder of the power of imagination, the allure of conspiracy, and the enduring human fascination with the unexplained.